This is SkyTour News for the week of August 12th to the 19th. I'm Amanda Curran. August 18th, 1868. Helium is discovered. A total solar eclipse, also known as the King of Siam's eclipse, occurred on August 18th, 1868, as King Mongkut, known as Rama IV of Siam, was able to calculate and predict the solar eclipse 2 years earlier. The calculations were correct as to the place, the time, and the type of the solar eclipse that would happen. The eclipse took place precisely as the king predicted, a total phase lasting 6 minutes and 46 seconds. At that time, French astronomer Pierre Janssen observed the eclipse from Guntur in Madras State, British India, as it was the first total eclipse since Gustav Christoph's 1859 theory that the Fraunhofer lines in the solar spectrum corresponded to the emission line of the different chemical elements present in the Sun. Correspondingly, Janssen observed the eclipse with the aid of a spectroscope. He noticed a bright yellow line in the spectra of the solar prominence that could not be due to sodium, as had been previously assumed, and was subsequently able to observe the same line even without the need for an eclipse. The same result was found independently by British astronomer Norman Lockyer, and both Janssen and Lockyer's communications were presented at the French Academy of Science on October 26, 1868. The event marks the first discovery of an extraterrestrial element, as helium had not yet been found on Earth. August 12th and 17th, 1877. Deimos and Phobos are discovered. American astronomer Asaph Hall was working at the U.S. Naval Observatory in Washington, D.C., August 12, 1877, and while looking through a 26-inch refractor telescope, which was then the largest in the world, he first spotted a faint star near Mars. 6 days later, on the 17th, he realized that the star was actually a moon, and also discovered a second larger moon that same night. He announced both discoveries the next day on August 18th, and after a suggestion from a professor, based on a book in the Iliad, named the moons Deimos and Phobos respectively. Deimos is the smaller and outer of the two natural satellites of the planet Mars, and is taken from Greek mythology as being the twin brother of Phobos and means dread. Phobos is the innermost and larger of the two natural satellites of Mars, and whose name means terror. Only 2 geological features on Deimos have been given names. The craters Swift and Voltaire are named after writers who speculated on the existence of 2 Martian moons before Phobos and Deimos were discovered. Phobos is heavily cratered, and most geological features on Phobos are named after astronomers who studied Phobos and people and places from Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels. Based on their similarities, one hypothesis is that both moons may be captured main belt asteroids, though the origin of the Martian moons is still controversial. August 12, 1960. Echo 1, the first communication satellite, is launched. Project Echo was the first passive communication satellite experiment in which the balloon satellite functioned as a reflector, not a transceiver, so after it was placed in a low Earth orbit, a signal could be sent to it, reflected by its surface, and returned to Earth. Echo 1A, commonly referred to as just Echo 1, was put successfully into orbit by another Thor Delta, and a microwave transmission from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California, was received at Bell Laboratories in Holmdel, New Jersey, on August 12, 1960. The 100-foot diameter balloon was used to redirect transcontinental and intercontinental telephone, radio, and television signals, as well as aided in the calculation of atmospheric density and solar pressure due to its large area-to-mass ratio. As its shiny surface was also reflective in the range of visible light, Echo 1A was easily visible to the unaided eye over most of the Earth. Echo 1A was originally estimated to survive until soon after its 4th dip into the atmosphere in July of 1963, or possibly to the end of 1964 or beyond, but it ended up living much longer than the estimates and re-entered Earth's atmosphere, burning up on May 24, 1968. This is SkyTour News. I'm Amanda